We get hints from the Wall Street Journal that of a price point of $1.75 billion for the National Amusement stake. Is that enough? And what does it mean for the non-voting shareholders?
Right. So the rumors is that the non-voting shareholders in the second step would get half of their shares taken out at $15 a share, which is quite a bit higher than today's move, which means that Wall Street's skeptical this deal will go through too. Otherwise, I think that gap would be narrower. So I think that Skydance, look, two things changed in this deal compared to the deal Sherry walked away from a couple of weeks ago. One is it doesn't require the approval of the independent committee, but instead what she got was a 45-day shopping period. So in litigation, because she's going to get sued over this because she's getting better terms than public shareholders, that when they get to court, where the public shareholders are suing her for taking a sweetheart deal from Skydance, she can say, look, we shopped it for 45 days. No one else stepped in at this price point or more, and therefore we didn't screw you over, public shareholders.
So in that anticipation, the worry, the anxiety that Sherry Redstone has that she will be taken to court, what do you think that 45-day shopping experience will garner in any way? Laura, you just of the viewpoint that no one's going to step forward.
You know, I think most other companies would rather just buy Paramount and not give the money to National Amusements to her. But I don't expect them to go away because, as you say, this saga is like the boy who cried wolf. I mean, this deal's been on and off at least 4 times that I can think of. So if I was somebody else, I wouldn't stop trying to do deals. And you saw the Warner headline today that Warner is thinking of trying to put its streaming businesses together, specifically HBO Max with Paramount Plus, to try to create a bundle to combat the Disney bundle with Hulu. And so that's a smart idea. So other business is going to get done here, while the fight for the top of who actually controls the entity continues. And
potentially a sell-off of BET. We were expecting that, and senior management looking to take that over in some way, Laura. So there are different parts of the asset pile here, and yesterday we were all talking about the rumor that Barry Diller was eyeing it, of course, previously had run the Paramount movie part of the business. When you're looking at the share price and you're saying at the moment it doesn't go all the way to potentially $15 a share that the non-voting B class would get, what should they do? If I'm an investor, a significant investor in the Class B shares, what do I do at this moment?
So I would wait to see who's the president of the United States. Because so the problem right now, the Biden administration has really negative M&A people at the head of all these agencies. But if we get a presidential switch, this industry we're talking about right here all needs to consolidate. They all need to buy each other. There needs to be 3 competitors where they can rip out costs, and Disney needs to get bought by Apple. None of that consolidation can happen under the Biden administration. But if we get a flip in presidency, I would wait for that. And if the day that happens, I think there'll be massive consolidation in media over the next 4 years. Because the head of the DOJ will change, the head of the FTC will change, the head of the FCC will change to a Republican, and I think they'll be far more sympathetic to allowing the consolidation to occur to cut costs.
Laura, we love it because you bring the viewpoints. So who remains on top? Who eventually, in 4 years' time, if we do indeed get a change in the White House, wins out? Who survives?
YouTube, #1 streamer, Amazon Prime, #2 streamer. I think the Disney empire, #3 streamer, although I think Apple should buy Disney. And I think these other ones, I think Peacock can't buy CBS, which Paramount owns, but Warner Brothers can. So maybe Paramount ultimately, if it doesn't go to Skydance, because I'm sort of skeptical after they're on and off all the time, then it should go in pieces to different people. I think if they waited to see what happened in the election, they might be able to get a better price. But I understand that Sherry wants to get this done. She's got a lot of debt due. It's unclear she can pay unless she gets this deal done.
Precisely. So she can't wait. We all look to what's happening in Sun Valley. Will a deal be announced this weekend, do you think? And ultimately, talk us through the next steps of your own research at this point.
Right. So, there's no Harvard Business School case ever that says a 3-person committee is a better form of leadership than a single leader. And that's what we have at Paramount. We have a 3-person committee. So really, there's no management. Like, there's no government. So it needs to go. And they've just destroyed like 70% of the value. Oh, well. And then if Trump gets in and everybody's consolidating, it just took the worst possible price because it had to at Paramount. But then I think we get a lot of consolidation over the next 4 years, and we end up at the end of if there's a Trump administration, we would end up with 3 competitors, maybe 4, including Apple and Amazon. Amazon and Comcast, Peacock, and Disney.
So at $11, do we buy?
At $11, no, I don't think you do. I think they've gone on and off with this deal too many times. So no, I don't think you buy it here.